Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, I couldn't find anything to put right here, so I will using my hand a lot. So I cover this nothing here. Maybe I put a picture of something. Anyway, my friends, today I will discuss an interview conducted with the Shah of Iran. Reza Pahlavi was his name. And we have the 60-minute with, what's his name? Chris Wallace's father actually interviewing the Shah, if I remember correctly. We have here about maybe 3 minutes or so, where the Shah will tell us about some certain kind of lobby, which is, he talks about Israeli lobby in the United States of America and its influence. And I would like you to pay attention to the Shah's eyes when he answers. And I would like you to pay attention at Wallace's, the interviewer's, questions. Like, you don't believe that. He gives the Shah a chance that, hey, you are stepping on mind territory, so a minefield. So you want to rephrase your statement. Basically, that's what it is. You don't believe that. Nobody believes that. Are you sure you're going to do this? So I do not, how should I put, this is their discussion. We're going to analyze it after this. So after it's played. Ready? This is from 60 Minutes, 1976. 1956, away.
60 Minutes made its yearly pilgrimage to the Shah's palace in Tehran to canvass the royal views on assorted topics. Among them, our presidential election. He clearly favors Ford, though he will not say so publicly. He thinks Carter fails to fully comprehend Iran's role in the defense of American interests. On the Middle East, the Shah is committed to a secure state of Israel, but he insists the Israelis must give back the Arab lands they conquered in 1967, and he believes the Jewish lobby in the United States helps breed Israeli intransigence on that matter. In fact, he says American presidents and presidential candidates are too quick to do the bidding of the Jewish lobby. Surely, Your Majesty, you're not telling me that the Jewish lobby in the United States pulls the strings of the presidency.
Not entirely, but I think even a little too much, even for Israel interests.
You think the Jewish lobby in the United States is too powerful for the interests of Israel?
I think so. Sometimes they are disserving the interests of Israel because they're pushing around too many people.
How do you mean pushing around?
Well, pressuring, they have many means at their disposal. They are putting up pressure on many, many people.
He's going to push him to say it, and he's going to say it in 1976.
And at the end, I don't think that it will even help Israel.
Why, if this is true, why would the President of the United States pay attention to that lobby?
They are strong.
Strong in what sense?
They are controlling many things.
Like what?
Controlling what?
Newspapers, medias,
Your Majesty.
banks,
Your Majesty.
finances, and I'm going to stop there.
Wow.
Well, now wait just a second. You really do believe that the Jewish community in the United States is that powerful? They make the media reflect their view of foreign policy?
Mm-hmm.
They do not report. We do not report honestly.
We do not report. Wallace, if I remember, isn't he Jewish?
Don't mix things, please. I don't say the media. I say in the media they have people.
Mike Wallace.
Not the entire media. Some newspapers will only reflect their views, yes.
No. The New York Times, for instance, is owned by the Salzburger family, who are Jewish. Are you suggesting that the New York Times is biased in its treatment of the question of Zionism?
Minefield.
The United States' relationship with the Arab world?
I will have to put all the articles of the New York Times written on this subject and draw the conclusion. You can put this to the computer and it will answer you.
What you're saying is that, yes, you do believe.
Well, let's wait for the answer of the computer.
Washington Post?
The same.
The networks?
Less.
I must say you are speaking with your characteristic candor.
Yes, if you like. I try to be candid. I have always been.
He was even-handed in his candor. Next, he turned to the Palestinians.
Holy moly macaroni. You're not really saying that if indeed it's true. Remember, the Shah was very pro-Western. That's why we had, the Prime Minister in Mozambique in 1953, ousted by a coup organized by who? A coup organized by who? The MI6 Kubulubu, and with the help of Al Capone. So when you try to solve a problem or understand a problem, always go at the source, and always, or try as much close to source and to the chronology of events. Go to the beginning, if there's a beginning, and how far you can go back, and then gather all the information that has to do with the issue. Regardless of if you like it or you don't like it, the liking or disliking should not be involved in an investigation. If you try to find out something, you will not look, I don't like this, I like that. If you have this, you're going to get the wrong answers. You're going to be walking astray from truth, I'm guessing. Not I'm guessing, I'm telling actually. So here you have the Shah in 1976 making this kind of claim. I am under the conviction that the corporate media used to have so much power because they were like a monopoly, that with the emergence of the internet, people like me and others, and not only, they destroyed this monopoly, and they're very, very angry. They're trying to lobby, and the guys behind them try to lobby the weasels in Congress to make all kind of, little gates, or at least limit our power of speech, or the freedom of speech. But it's very interesting that he said it like that. Imagine that, and Wallace was very, very professional, very professional. Imagine that someone like the Shah, or anybody, a politician here, would say what he said, truthful or not truthful, even if it's true or is not true. Do you think that would fly, especially now? That was in 76, 86, 96, 2006, 2016, almost 50 years ago. It's not hard, but then you look at which is Kanye West, and when he makes some crazy statements about kind of the same thing the Shah made, now he's called crazy. They're going to boycott him, going to destroy him. Freedom of speech with, with the consequences like that, then it makes you shut the fuck up. There's no freedom of speech. Now, what do we do in a free society? We debate. And we bring counter arguments in order to find the truth. You don't cancel someone, or you don't try to destroy him financially, maybe make him starve, because he's saying something that you would not debate. Or your arguments are flimsy. I don't know, I don't defend either of these guys' statements, or whomever. They should defend them themselves. But I defend their right to say it, or to say whatever their opinions or assessments are. It is legal to us to express our opinions, as stupid and as faulty they are, under the Constitution. All right, my friends, this evening is going to be an evening of this kind of videos, not related to this topic, but with weasels and people who have courage. And I'm not going to talk about this regarding the Shah, but with a lot of intelligence. I don't know the Shah. I saw a few things that, like that little, if you remember that, I can't remember how it was called, in the desert, that crazy, I don't know, like a party in the desert. That was crazy. But anyway, he did it. People came, played their role, and that was it. That was it. That was his thing. So, my friends, here it is. We still have access to this kind of crazy people. Stay strong. Stay smart. Look for the truth. and be just.